I'm Vanessa Canby, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the hate that I get for being in an interracial relationship, and also for being born out of an interracial relationship. So a little bit about me. My mum's from Scotland and my dad's from Ghana. I was born and raised in Scotland, in Edinburgh, but my parents put in such huge effort from when we were babies, every second year taking us to Ghana, making sure that we fully embraced both sides of ourselves. And my mum put in such a big effort to make sure that in the house there was, always things that represented us and our Ghanaian culture. We'd always have black dolls, storybooks from Ghana, and the Anansi stories. My mum would even to this day, she talks to my kids, telling them different words in Twi, and my dad as well always made us aware of things, always made sure that we knew about, the British Empire and the fact that they colonized Ghana, and we were very aware of what was going on. This is such a difficult video to make, honestly. I've literally tried to film this 10 times now. And I'm now married to, my husband is white, and I now get hate. Basically, people say that either I'm trying to exploit Africa because I'm married to a white person, or, I don't really like Ghana, or ridiculous things. I mean, the comments. The other day I got a comment saying that I use skin lightening cream, and I was like, I'm mixed race. Oh gosh, so what I'm trying to say is that I believe people should love whoever they love, obviously as long as it's a legal situation. And if we go into my upbringing, for example, and what I believe about things is, I obviously understand what happened within colonization, and it was so terrible. I also am the first person to sort of call out discrimination as soon as I see it. I mean, I do as much as I can here to, make videos about racism in Scotland and try and reach out to organisations, work with organisations to try and prevent discrimination. I start those conversations. I do a lot on the radio, talking about those sort of things as well. And so I know that racism exists. That doesn't mean that every single white person is like that. So it's so hurtful for me for people to always say things on my channel about white people, when obviously my mum is white and my husband is also white. And especially saying things about my husband when it's obviously you don't know him, he's not on my channel. It's not a couple's channel or anything like that, and he basically doesn't feature. So it's not that sort of thing. And it's just sad that people in 2020 still think that it's not okay for me to marry a white person if that's the person that I love and I've decided to marry, because of whatever beliefs. But obviously I understand that people have had bad experiences, and therefore that has shaped their belief system. But I just wanted to kind of say my piece, which is that I don't agree with those belief systems. I don't think, in my opinion, it's necessary to, be sending hate in people's YouTube videos, because I'm literally trying my best to do what I can in the place that I'm in. The reason why I started focusing on Ghana on my channel was because obviously growing up, I used to go to Ghana all the time. Have always loved it. When I was a kid, I used to love being able to just run around and be free when I was there. And then when I grew up, I got to appreciate the culture, the people, the beauty of the place even more. And when I used to go more often and everything. But when I used to tell my friends here about I'm going to Ghana, none of them could really quite fathom the fact of what I was doing in Ghana, going to really nice restaurants, going, swimming at nice places, going to nice hotels. And when I realized that, people don't they only see what they see on the TV, and I know for a fact that it's difficult to get things commissioned about showing Africa in a positive light. And I was like, well, why do I not just show on my channel, do what I can do? Yeah, I live in Edinburgh, and trust me, I would love to live in Ghana. But for me, you know, not everything in life is straightforward. It's not possible for me at the moment. But that doesn't mean that I should just think, oh, well, okay, I can't live there, so I should just not do what I can. I am doing as much as I can to show Ghana in a positive light. And also, I'm so interested in finding out different people's stories, finding out from business owners in Ghana, finding out inspirational people. That interests me so much. I'm so passionate about this. I was in this documentary last year called Black and Scottish, and it was on BBC, and the director is called Stuart. He was saying, I've never met a mixed race person that's been so passionate about, you know, the country of their black parent. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I am so passionate, guys. But what really hurts me is when people try and say, because I'm married to a white person, that means that I'm not passionate about it. The two things are not in any way intertwined in terms of the fact that I, you know, have decided to marry the person that I love. It's nothing to do with the fact that I also love my heritage and, you know, showcasing the country that my dad was born in, that is part of me. And so yeah, I just thought I would talk about that a bit today, because Eat, Love, Migrate channel, which I love, she did a video today about interracial relationships and what it's like for people that are in interracial relationships living in Ghana, and her opinions on that as well. And she mentioned me, so I was like, thank you so much for mentioning me. But also I was like, do you know what, this has pushed me to make this video, because I've wanted to do it for so long, but I've never done it. It's almost like opening a can of worms for the comments. You know, it's like I'm gonna have to now go through potentially comments that I don't want to see. And so please, if you really want to be hateful, take your hate somewhere else, or like address why you feel that way. Because it's not, I don't feel hateful about it. I don't feel hateful about anybody else's relationship. As long as people are happy, I think that they should be with whoever they want to be with. Sometimes I also get questions, kind of like what ES was talking about, people saying they're in interracial relationships and they want to go to Ghana, you know, is it okay for them? And in my opinion, and in my experience, I've never had a problem, my husband's never had a problem when we were in Ghana. And so I would say, like, go for it. The hate that I'm getting on my channel is not, and I don't think is not from Ghanaians living in Ghana. The hate that I'm getting is definitely either from like people from the UK or people from America. Ghanaians in Ghana are not, you know, I've never been there and they've said something about me being with a white person, or, you know, there is white people that live in Ghana. And there's obviously Ghanaians that are with white people as well. So don't let that put you off going to Ghana, because in my opinion, I don't think that you're going to face any sort of issue. As for if you're mixed race like me, as you can see, I love it and I feel totally at home there. I feel embraced there. Yeah, there is the thing with people might call you Obroni if you're white or if you're mixed race or light, but some people say that is because that means, some people say that means white people, some people say that means foreigner, because some people say that even if you're black and you're coming from the UK or coming from America or whatever, people might also call you a brony. But that isn't said with malice. When people say it, they're not saying it with malice intent. And so that is one thing you might face. But apart from that, it's all good. And I hope that going forward with my channel, that people could stop sending me hate. No, I'm joking. Obviously, I know that, you know, with the love comes the hate. But I just thought I would address this one and get it out there. And I hope that, you know, you're with whoever you love and it doesn't matter about the colour of their skin. If you want to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to do that by hitting the subscribe button And also you can check out more of my day-to-day life on my Instagram, which is at Vanessa Canby, just the same name. And I put posts up there, stories every now and again, that sort of thing. See you soon. Bye.